YouTube, what's going on? Coach Show, your Lululemon ambassador. Shout out to everyone that's been locked in with the channel. We're in fall training. Indoor season is almost upon us, about, 8 weeks. And as the competitions get closer, everyone wants to be good at the short sprints. And if you're watching this and you're probably a short sprinter or need some speed development. So I wanted to address something. Ismael Kone, sprinter that spent time at New Orleans, University of New Orleans, and at Florida State University, posted a video, which I thought was really great. I thought what he included, which was a block start video, how POV, how to get good at block starts, or something to that effect. A lot of the stuff in this video is very helpful, and I want to share some of these clips. But I also wanted to draw back to what the principle of the start is. So if you're looking for help with your block start, this is a video for you. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate your support, and I hope that you appreciate my advice and my feedback for you guys. Got some other clips coming as well, but until then, let's lock in. Let's do this thing. Let's go through the clips and let's talk about all the great things that he's talking about that'll be helpful for you or anyone as a block starter, right? So we know the principle, the formula for acceleration, the final velocity minus the initial velocity divided by time. Essentially saying whatever the athlete's top capability is to get to top speed, whatever that miles per hour is. Let's say I'm running at 20 miles per hour, at top speed. And my initial velocity would be 0, right? Because I'm coming from the block start, divided by however long it took me to get there. So let's say it took me 4 seconds to get to 20 miles per hour, meters a second, whatever the case is. That'll be your general formula. Now, as it pertains to sprinting, our ability to get to speed quicker, get to that 20 miles per hour quicker, is going to give us a greater acceleration, right? If I can get to 20 meters a second or 20 miles per hour in 3 seconds, I will become a better accelerator, right? We're trying to get to top speed quickly. That's what makes us good starters, good accelerators. Ismael in this video starts it with him in the ACC final. I'm looking at some of the uniforms. See, I think that's Taylor Banks, who ended up transferring to USC. Yeah, Taylor Banks. And Ismael is out there. He's moving. He's cooking. You can see his start is pretty strong. He's a taller guy too, definitely over 6 feet if I had to guess. Beautiful. Okay, what I want to show though, actually, I'm gonna wait. So yeah, we're watching the video. Has a wicked start here, good push in, and he's quick. For a tall guy especially, he gets these feet moving. Next is him in the weight room. Now, the principle of acceleration. I want to change my velocity quickly. I want to get to my max velocity as fast as possible. So I'm coming from a point of static position, like the start, like you're in the blocks. I have 0, my velocity is 0 at that point. And I'm trying to get to my top speed. And what does he have here? He's doing a power clean from the ground. Technique's not the best, but we're not in Olympic lifting. He understands the basic concepts of lifting. If you want to argue with yourselves on how bad or good his technique is, go ahead. That's not what I'm here for. But you'll see he gets the bar moving, and that bar is coming up nice and high by him using his hips. His arms don't really get involved. Nice extension there, and the job is done at that point. Paracleans. Paracleans are a staple for teaching hip extension. If I want to run fast, I want to be powerful, I need to do paracleans. Okay, I need to get this weight moving from the ground. We got some pin squats or half squats. Okay, some joint specific things, and then resisted runs. This isn't rocket science, guys. Love the work. Got some sleds as well. Pushing. Good. What you'll notice though, and here's some auxiliary stuff, some pull-ups and core. Those are all great. But I want to bring attention back to the race. And this is the point of the video here. If I want to abide by the formula of the acceleration again says it's the final velocity, everyone's final top speed minus the initial velocity divided by the time it takes to achieve it. Paracleans and squats are great if the velocity is there. Paracleans don't make you faster, they make you more powerful, hence the name, right? It's not as easy just to say, I'm gonna paraclean, I'm gonna squat heavy, and I'm gonna get faster. Yeah, being faster might be a byproduct of your power output, but it doesn't help your turnover. It doesn't help you be quick. This is a mistake I've made in the past. Even last season, I'm looking back and I'm like, dang, I was coaching a lot of stride length and pushing. I still want that. I still want the power to take effect, but it's nothing. And guys, I want you to hear me here. It's nothing if the velocity, if the turnover is not there. Ultimately, this is a speed exercise. This is a speed data point. Ismael did not become a 651.60 guy because of a, what did he paraclean? Let's call it 225. Ismael didn't become a 651 guy, a 10 low guy by cleaning 225, right? The strength, for all intents and purposes, this is not a big lift. The 405 or 365 half squats aren't big lifts. And I'm not saying that in a bad way or negative way. We probably all know someone that's lifted more. So the strength clearly isn't the reason for his speed. It certainly helps his speed though, because he came in and he was quick. So yes, PRs, 10 flat, 651, 20.3. Excellent times. 10 flat is an excellent time. I don't care what people are running in high school. This person, no, 10 flat is still 10 flat. I don't care where you are. 10 flat still gets you into a world final if you do it at the right time and you're in the right heat. 651. Excellent time. I think I saw somewhere that he's like top 6 or top 7 in African history in the 60. And he might be the tallest person on that list, potentially. Okay, so he ran 10 flat. So that even more proves the point. He ran 10 flat before he got to FSU. He ran 10 flat before he got there. Didn't quite put it together while he was at FSU, but he ran faster in the 60. So maybe it was an injury thing, maybe, we don't know. But the strength that he had, the more physical maturity that he had when he was at Florida State, even the better resources, right, that he had, didn't necessarily mean that he ran faster across the board. He certainly had the potential to. I say all this to say, guys, and this is pretty a simple message, but yes, we need to get better in the weight room. I've invested time and energy into the weight room with our guys and girls. It's important, no matter the age, no matter the stage, none of that. In the same breath, if the stride length is the only focus and we're not focusing on the frequency, we're going to run into issues. We're going to run into issues. The ability to change your velocity can only happen when you're on the ground. That's why the hurdles are not a leaping test. It's a speed test of what you can do to get to the next barrier and off the next barrier while you're on the ground. Same thing with sprinting. More stride length potentially means I'm in the air longer. And if it was about who could take the least amount of steps, we would just be bounding out the blocks. But there has to be a frequency element to it. That is still the focus. The power, the weight room are all excellent things to focus on. Only after you've dominated the frequency side of things. I'm going to talk about frequency-based things that we can all do as athletes, whether we're on our own, in a team setting, things that you're probably already doing now, just to reassure you that you're doing the right things and you're in the right program. But we'll talk about that in another video. For now, I just wanted to leave you with this great resource, great video from Ismael. And I hope your training's looking good this fall. Looking forward to seeing all the great things that you do. Anyone watching this, please do not be fooled or misled. The strength is great, but the stride frequency is greater. And the speed has to be there for the power to really take effect. You can't be powerful or can't be strong without any of that speed. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy that. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. And until the next one, my hands are dry. Peace.